Safe start is put the seat belt on, pull on, pull, neutral for stick, and you would push, make sure it's in neutral for automatic. Start the key up. Waiting for the needles to settle.
Safe start.
Safe start. I'm gonna use my primary air pressure gauge the entire air brake inspection. Push your knobs in. I'm gonna drop my air pressure down to 90 psi. Step on the brake pedal. Drop it down to 90 psi. I'm gonna build my pressure no higher than 140 psi. Step on the gas pedal. Go to 11 RPM. And we're waiting for the needle to settle. How do you know that the needle's settled? Because we heard the cutout. You don't want to tell the DMV examiner that you heard the cutout. You want to say, if they ask you how did you know to take your foot off of the gas pedal, say because my needle settled at such and such psi, which is no higher than 140 psi. There we go. My needle settled at such and such psi, which is no higher than 140 psi. Now I'm going to do my 1 minute applied leakage test. Turn the key off, turn it on the on position to where the lights come on the dashboard. I shouldn't lose no more than 4 psi in 1 minute. You press down the brake pedal, hold it down to where no air comes up. My needle settled at such and such psi. My time starts now. My time is up. I lost 0 psi. Keep your foot on the brake. Hold it down. I lost 0 psi, which is no more than 4 psi in 1 minute, and that's a good test. Now let your foot up. Now I'm going to do my low air warning light and buzzer. My light and buzzer should come on my dashboard no lower than 55 psi. Press the pedal until the light come on, hold it down. My light and buzzer came on my dashboard at 75 psi, which is no lower than 55 psi. Now I'm going to do my spring brake pop out test. My knobs should pop out no lower than 20 psi. Pump the brake all the way until these knobs pop out. Or you can say my knobs will pop out when my foot presses the brake pedal. My knobs popped out at 21 psi, which is no lower than 20 psi. Now I'm going to do my tug test. To do so, I need to fully charge my tanks. You start the engine. While we're waiting for the tanks to charge, I'm going to do my Incab inspection. My seatbelt is not frayed, worn, torn. It's adjusted to the driver at all time. Easy unlatch, easy latches. It's securely mounted. My mirrors, they're not cracked, broken, or damaged. They're securely mounted. Clean and clear. Clean and clear and adjusted to the driver at all times. The mirror mounting bracket, not cracked, broken, or damaged, securely mounted. I'll check that mirror mounted bracket, this mirror mounted bracket, these mirrors, and this mirror mounted bracket, like I did these mirrors and this mirror mounted bracket. My windshield rubber seals, no abrasions, bubbles, or cuts, securely mounted and not leaking. My windshield, not cracked, broken, or damaged, securely mounted. No illegal stickers or obstructions is on it. My windshield wiper arms, no abrasions, bubbles, or cuts. My windshield wiper arms, not cracked, broken, or damaged, securely mounted. My windshield wiper blades, no abrasions, bubbles, or cuts, securely mounted. This is how I make them work in the fluids too. My fuses are in the truck at all times. My fire extinguisher, not cracked, broken, or damaged, securely mounted, properly rated, dated, and charged, and in the truck at all times. My 3 reflector triangles are in the truck at all times, and they're securely mounted. My heater is working. Make sure it's on heater because they're picky. My defroster is working. And if they ask you how many fuses you have, say 6. Only if they ask. Now, my left indicator is working. Point. You have to point at the light on your dashboard. My right indicator is working. My high beam is working. My 4-way flashers is working. My oil temperature gauge is at the normal operating range, no warning light. My water temperature gauge is at the normal operating range, no warning light. My voltmeter is digital. It's at the normal operating range, no warning light. My def tank and my ABS light came on and off when I started the engine. My def tank has to be 1/8 full. My def tank is at the normal operating range, no warning light. My primary and my secondary gauges are at the normal operating range, no warning light. My city horn is working. My highway horn is working. And let's see. Okay, now we're going to do our tug test. Push the red in. We're going to test our tractor, our trailer in the back. For sticks, you're going to drop this down in low gear. You're going to let off on the clutch and let easy up. And for an automatic, you're going to put it in drive. Put your foot on the gas pedal. My truck didn't move. That's a good test. Actually, the trailer didn't move. That's a good test. Now for my tractor, same movement. First, for automatic drive, you put it in drive and you press the gas pedal. That's a good test because my truck didn't move. My tractor didn't move. You put it in low gear for stick shift. My tractor didn't move. That's a good test. Now I'm going to do my service brake. For automatic, you put it in drive, push both knobs in. I'm going to move forward 3 to 5 miles per hour and come to a complete stop. My truck didn't pull left or right. I came to a complete stop. And that's my service brake for an automatic. For a stick shift, I would push my knobs in, put my stick shift in low gear, and go forward to 3 to 5 miles per hour and come to a complete stop. And my truck didn't pull left or right. That's a good test for my service brake. Pop it back out, make sure it's in neutral, and turn the key off. You put the key in your pocket for an extra 3 points, and when you pass that test, they're going to tell you to drive to lane 1 for your straight back, your offset,